right, guys. What's up? How you doing? Let me get some time here in the chat box. Let it get a few people in, so I don't have to repeat myself too many times. But a new video is out. You guys can check it out. I don't want to play too much of it. I might play a second or two of it, but we've got a definite issue with Tyrone Crawford. I kind of played it down yesterday, and I'm still, actually, I'm always kind of the guy that tries to look at things the best way possible. We haven't signed D-Law yet. We haven't done anything today with Robert Quinn. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, I'm really. This is frustrating me. So my deal is, now we've probably lost Tyrone Crawford for a good part of the season. I would say good part, but I would say probably 4 games, maybe more. The situation does not look good, guys. You guys can look it up. Put Tyrone Crawford bar fight and look it up. The last hour is a TMZ video, and it doesn't look good. He's fighting multiple guys. I guess what happened is, you guys know the story already. Apparently, he was in a bar, Coyote Ugly, there in Florida, and a bar fight started. And I guess apparently the bar fight started with his crew and some of the management, or some of the bouncers, and yeah, they were throwing people around. Didn't look good. It really okay. Now I've got my video up. I can talk more freely. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, we may lose Tyrone Crawford for a good part of the season. Very unfortunate. I don't want to play the video. I will put it up here. You guys can look it up. Sorry, my TV screen's not dirty or anything. That's what's going on. But there's a good chance. What's up, Rico? How you doing, brother? There's a good chance we're going to lose Tyrone Crawford for a good part of the season. He was our flexibility on the line. You know, we talked about there was possibilities if we pick Quinn up, and if we pick Quinn up and DeMarcus Lawrence, it keeps holding out. You know, we take DeMarcus Lawrence, trade him, we take that money and we spread it out across the line and try to find a left side edge rusher. He may not be a DeMarcus Lawrence, you know, but there's some guys out there. Houston wouldn't be the price of DeMarcus Lawrence, but we let DeMarcus Lawrence go. We bring in Houston. We have Brady Quinn. That's not good. We bring in Robert Quinn and Tyrone Crawford, and we have Taco. And with Tyrone Crawford out now, we have no Quinn, because they're still looking at that, and DeMarcus Lawrence still hasn't signed. Crawford was our stability. He was our anchor, what we were going to build off of. And I say that only because, yeah, no word on Quinn right now, guys. But this video, you guys need to look it up. I'm going to play it. There's only 8 of us here. I don't want to do this. If we get about 40 or 50 people in here, you guys hang out for a few minutes. I'm not trying to keep you to hang out, but I will play the bar video. You can go look at it yourself. But Tyrone Crawford's in the middle of this, throwing people around. One guy gets knocked out by part of Tyrone Crawford's entourage. This is the actual bar fight. It lasts about a minute. Not a good scene, not something we want to see, but really an ugly video. So if you want to open a second chat box and watch the video while I'm talking, if we can get about 40 or 50 people in there, I'll take the risk of showing it. But I know if I show this, TMZ is probably going to go off. I'll probably get a copyright situation. So, but the bar fight is out there, guys. Like I said, we're probably going to lose Tyrone Crawford for a decent part of the season. This is worse than I thought it was. I thought, you know, if you guys watched my video from yesterday, I said Tyrone Crawford's a captain on the team. I can't see him, you know, going off like this. They like to honor the position of the captain, and realize, you know, this is a captain on the team. There are prerequisites to get that position, not just by the Cowboys. That's overlooked. That the Cowboys can't just select, you know, Terrell Owens as their captain. back in the day, or Des Bryant, or you'll never see some of these players like that be the captains. So yeah, TMZ can kiss it. They put these guys in bad situations, but hey, if you're in a bar and there's a famous person there and you want to start a fight with them, have your camera out and have one of your buddies start a fight. TMZ will pay you heavily for that video. So that's the thing. TMZ wasn't there at this bar fight, obviously. Someone had their phone, recorded the whole thing, the guy screaming. So what happens is you record a fight on your phone with Tyrone Crawford in the bar. You go to TMZ, say, I've got the footage. How much you going to give me? And TMZ slides you $50,000. You take your phone. You fly to Los Angeles or whatever. You download the video for them. You sign a check. They sign you a check for $50,000 on the spot, and they're happy. They've got original footage. So that's how this works. That's what's happened here. If I show the video, they'll shut my YouTube down. But if we can get 50 people in here, they won't shut it down. I will get a copyright situation from TMZ. You can see they've got their TMZ Sports across there. So, but the thing is, my spin on this, guys, if you want to check this out, this puts us in a situation we're really low on the defensive line now. I kind of like it because this problem's fixable. We'll fix it. So the situation is, what we got to do now is do the best we can to get D-Law in, and maybe this Robert Quinn, get him signed, and then if we're missing Tyrone Crawford, we're missing him. But we've got to have those two guys, because Tyrone Crawford was our staple, and what I mean by the staple is he was the one holding this paper together. He was solid. He can play the middle. He can play the left. He can play the right. He's good against the run. He's really good against the run, which helps us. And the thing is, if we decided to sign Robert Quinn and DeMarcus Lawrence acts a fool and doesn't bend at all and does not bend, and his agents are asking for too much, we really, you look at putting Tyrone Crawford on the market, not Tyrone Crawford, excuse me, DeMarcus Lawrence on the market. You've got to test the waters, guys. I want him. We got to do it. I think it's a deal we have to do. But if he forces our hand, if he asks for damn money that's outrageous, which is what he's doing right now, and he doesn't bend, you can sign Robert Quinn for half the money. You can make Miami pay part of his first year salary. Then we get a compensatory pick next year, or if he works out really good, we franchise tag him next year. We got Tyrone Crawford all season. We got a shitload of money left over. We got a pick from trading DeMarcus Lawrence for next year, or we could get the pick this year, and you have that money to bring somebody in like Houston this year. So you got Houston. You'll have Tyrone Crawford, but we're going to be missing him some now. But this kind of pushes you, because a lot of this was falling on Tyrone Crawford being here. So I'm sorry I'm talking with my hands, but I'm kind of stressed out on this situation right now. But you guys check out the video. I did want to post this real quick. Let me check and see if we've got any news on Quinn, since we don't have anything other than the fact. No, I got nothing on him right now. But Tyrone Crawford's situation is a lot more serious than we thought it was going to be. In the coming days, Ohio State quarterback is going to be looked at. We set out to talk to Cobb, Quinn, and Barry on today, and we did, but before, okay, that's from yesterday. It's just a repost. That's David Hellman. Okay. A few interesting possible destinations for Haskins. Oh, that's draft stuff. So no new updates on Quinn right now. Hopefully we'll get something. I will keep my Twitter open. I'm here working. It's 1 in the morning. No, it's 11:30 at night. So it's still pretty early here in Afghanistan. I will keep my eye on it. If I see anything at all, I will go live and shoot out to you guys again. Hopefully we hear some kind of situation on Quinn, because that's more important now. Now Quinn and DeMarcus Lawrence have become more important. Guys, check that video out. There's going to be a suspension from the NFL. That's just a straight up bar brawl. It's straight up a roadhouse. Tyrone Crawford Road House. I'm actually going to change the name of this video once I get it posted. And I hate to throw the dude under the bus. He's already under the bus, guys. What I'm trying to do is bring the positive light to it. Maybe this situation creates more, it does create more of an urgency to sign Robert Quinn, or look at Houston. Like look at Houston and Quinn instead of DeMarcus Lawrence, or look at Quinn and DeMarcus Lawrence if they want to go that expensive. It's going to be high dollar, but you could trade DeMarcus Lawrence, get a pick for him, bring Houston in. You've got Houston, Quinn, and Tyrone Crawford, and you've got some one-year deals there with Houston and Quinn, where you're going to get compensatory picks for them. Hopefully, Taco Charlton can pick it up this season. So we'll see, guys. Let me check the chat box real quick. Stuart Morrison, yeah, TMZ can kiss it. I feel the same way, but you know, he did this himself. He probably was sticking up for his boys. Supposedly his boys started the argument. So Cowboys X Factor in the house. I still think Alan Hearns could get cut. Yeah, I also think the same thing. Also, we have draft picks, Cowboys X Factor. So if we do cut Hearns, we have, if we resolve this problem, and Cowboy X Factor, it's all a snowball effect. If we don't fix this problem on defensive line, now we've got to use those picks on defensive line in the draft, where we don't pick up Quinn, or what's going to happen with D-Law. And that could affect us on the receiving core. We might not be able to draft a receiver because we might have to use it on other spots. So that's a good point. You know, right now Hearns is possibly on the bubble, but could this fight have just saved his career? Because we have to, Tyrone Crawford's going to be gone for 4 to 6 games, maybe. I'm just saying, if you just tuned in, please go watch the bar brawl, the Roadhouse brawl that Tyrone Crawford was involved in. It's going to amount to some suspension, I would guess, at least 2 to 4 games, maybe 6 games. It's pretty fierce. I mean, he's throwing guys around, he's pushing guys around, he's throwing punches. One guy gets knocked out. Apparently, the manager's foot is broken. So there's serious issues with this situation. So I'm gonna get the video posted, guys. Keep checking in with me. Nothing on Twitter as far as Quinn or DeMarcus Lawrence, but those guys are a little more important now. And like I said, guys, if DeMarcus Lawrence doesn't bend, we've got to do something soon so that we can, collect one of these free agents that's out there now. Houston is still on the market. I think Matthews signed. Does anybody? I'm pretty sure I read last night late. It was really late that Matthews signed with the Raiders, I think. So that's one of the guys off the board, and I know he plays more a linebacker, edge rusher type player, but it's getting slim. So DeMarcus Lawrence needs to sign now, because this situation with Tyrone Crawford got more serious. And then we also need, they gave $8 million for cutting Crawford, I think. They saved $8 million. Yeah, I don't think they're going to cut Crawford. I mean, he's a captain on the team. I just don't see that happening. He's going to be there. I don't think he's going to miss the whole season. I think it's going to be similar to the Ezekiel Elliott situation, but we'll see. That is a good point, though. $8 million is $8 million. I don't think it will be too bad with Crawford. He's never been in trouble before. Well, he had that situation before the draft when he had the domestic assault thing. I think he got expunged or he got acquitted, or he was found not guilty or whatever. But I know he had a situation. I don't want to say what happened because I don't recall. But he had a situation in college with something. So, but yeah, 2 to 4 games. I'm thinking hopefully the same there. How do you say the name? Lunzatis. But I hope so, guys, as well. But this does put more. What's up, Denise? How you doing? Hey, Crunk, how are you today? I'm doing all right, girl. Please go watch the TMZ video. I'll put it up there for now. It is very serious. He throws some punches. I don't see him really connect with anybody, but one of his partners connects with the biggest bouncer there and it's actually a relatively little shorter guy. You'll see him kind of down in the corner, and he actually picks Tyrone Crawford up. He's a small, solid dude. He picks Tyrone Crawford up, turns him around, and starts to walk out with him. And then it kind of breaks open again, and there's pushing and shoving. And the biggest bouncer, you see him throwing punches, and the smaller guy that just picked up Tyrone Crawford, his buddy, it looks like his buddy, they're wearing similar clothes, and he's trying to help him. That guy clocks the biggest bouncer and knocks him out. So it gets pretty serious. It's not a joke. It was a full-out bar brawl. Yeah, it just put Tyrone Crawford, bar brawl. I'm not trying to push this out, guys. It's out there. People are going to watch it. I'm not putting him in the spotlight or nothing. This video is going to get watched. I'm here to say this kind of puts the Cowboys in a situation. They need to move a little quicker now on DeMarcus Lawrence, and they need to move a little quicker on Robert Quinn, which is two things we've been wanting anyways, you know? So if we lose Tyrone Crawford for 2 games, and we sign DeMarcus Lawrence and Robert Quinn because of this fight, it works out. It's a plus all the way around, except we lose Tyrone Crawford for a couple games. So this could work out. It's put them in a situation. AG, what's up? How you doing, brother? Cowboy Crunk, the D-line was strong last year, but this year it seems to be falling apart. That ain't what you said, but seems to become most area of need. Yeah, it really crazy. We weren't expecting this. Tyrone Crawford has this situation. D-Law hasn't signed. We lose Randy Gregory. Basically, almost our whole starting line is gone. How the hell did that happen? Tyrone Crawford could be gone for a few games. D-Law hasn't signed. Randy Gregory and the only one we've really got is Armstrong, who played some. Reed played quite a bit. Ross played quite a bit, but they were rotational guys. The other guys kind of rotated. Those were our 3 main starters: Randy Gregory, Tyrone Crawford, and D-Law. And we don't know what's going to happen with any of those guys now. Really crazy. So hopefully that will push the button to get us to sign Robert Quinn, and maybe it'll force their hand on getting D-Law in, or making a trade with D-Law where we can bring in Houston and Quinn, and hope Crawford comes back quick. Hope Taco Charlton works out. We got Reed, Ross, and those guys in the middle. Armstrong, who played well at times. We can use those guys and kind of have like a well-rounded team. But if the D-Law thing doesn't work out, guys, we will get value for him. We will get value for him. He is a Michael Strahan type. He is a Randall type player. So we'll get value for him if this doesn't work out. And they need to make a decision quickly now. So I'm going to jump off, guys. You guys watch the TMZ video. I don't want to show it. I don't want to get in trouble. But it's already had 500 views in just a few, like an hour now. It's probably more than that. I loaded the video. As soon as the video came out, I got a tweet from, oh, now I'm showing the video. I'll show a little bit. Yeah, that's Tyrone Crawford throwing people around. So I'm going to stop it. I don't want to get in trouble. But you guys take a look at the video. I'm not throwing him under the bus, like I said. This is going to get out. People are going to see it. The NFL is going to see it. I'm just trying to be positive for us and say we can take this situation and use it to our advantage as far as us, as the fans, wanting someone signed. Fucking sign someone, Jerry Jones. Stop playing around before the free agents are gone. We got shit like this happening. We lost Tyrone Crawford, I know, for at least 2 games. At least 2 games. So, Jerry Jones, go sign somebody. Let me get some shout-outs real quick, and let me stop talking about it so you guys can watch the video. Steve Scoggins, what's up, brother? How you doing? Dallas Cowboys for life. They won't sign Robert Quinn. I hope they do. Right now, it's a reach. I don't think it's something that's a definite for sure. I think he's asking for a little too much. I think they also the Miami probably wants a little bit too much for him. But the thing is, and this is what the Cowboys were waiting on. The Cowboys were going to let Miami cut him because they have a salary cap issue. If they release him, they have dead money they have to pay. If someone takes him on, they don't take on the dead money. So it's not a big deal. The Cowboys can force Miami to give us some of that money back. So that's where they could split the contract and say, you pay $5 million of it, we'll pay the other $7 million or something like that, and we'll take him. But that dead money has to be paid by somebody. So that's the problem. Either the Cowboys have to take that full salary on, or we have to talk to Miami and say, you take part of the salary, we'll give you a 4th round pick. So that's where it works out. Somebody's got to pay his 11. He's already been paid his signing bonus, which was $1 million for this year. Somebody's got to pay the other $11 million. If the Cowboys sign him, they have to pay that. But we can negotiate and say, we will sign him. We'll take his $11 million off if you pay $5 million of it. You see what I'm saying? So that's how that works. But with this bar fight, that's become more important. Also, D-Law has become more important. It could work out where now we're forced to sign these guys because we're not knowing what's going on with Tyrone Crawford, and then we get a 2-game suspension, and we end up having all these guys, except Tyrone Crawford's, got a 2 or 4 games. He's going to get suspended for this, guys. I wish not. It really sucks, but I got to go from there. All right, guys. Tyler Brown, they signed 2 D linemen. One of them is a top 10 run stopper, and one of them went to want to get Quinn. Yeah, that Covington was a good sign. The other guy from Detroit, I don't know a lot about him, but I know he doesn't have a lot of production. But we'll see. Denise has a Cowboy. They will give him 4 games. That's what I'm thinking, 4 to 6. I'm hoping for 2, maybe 4. But Denise, yeah, you know how it is. The spotlight that those guys are in is a little different. Tyler Brown, they are serious about Quinn. I mean, even Jerry Jones talked to him. Yeah, my video yesterday, I was going live. I was posting it as things happen. When he went upstairs to talk to him, I thought it was a locked done deal. But evidently, the thing is, there has the Saints, not the Saints, god dang it, Miami is wanting a trade for him. So they've already discussed the salary. I'm sure there's a salary on the table that he's requesting, which is his original salary. He wants his salary. Now the problem is Miami has to pay part of that salary, or we have to take the whole thing, or Miami, his salary is $11.8 million. Somebody's got to pay that. Now the Cowboys are negotiating with Miami. What is the trade you want? How much of the salary are you going to pay? How much of it are we going to pay? Because he has a contract. Somebody has to pay that contract. It can be split up many ways between Miami and the Cowboys. Will they work that out, or will the Cowboys pass on it? That's the situation. So you guys take care. I'm going to jump off. Robbie Bradford, how you doing, brothers? Hey, you guys, please like the video, like and subscribe. I'm going to move on so you guys can watch the video. It's on TMZ. I don't want to get in trouble. So take care, guys. Cowboy Crunk out from Afghanistan. If I see anything on Twitter, I will go live again. Take care, guys. Peace.